Hey, yo, 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 what up, everybody? What up? What up? Been doing a lot in the back scenes, and we back again for another one, for another doozy. For those in the afternoon who got some time to chill with yours truly for a little bit, I'm here. Feel free to grab the popcorn, nachos, hot dogs, and soda, or popsicles, depending on where you at. If it's too hot where you at, get a shake, get a smoothie, get a slushy, whatever you want to get to cool off. I'm about to have y'all chill for real with this live stream. Don't know how it's going to go. Pretty much impromptu, no notes, just me off the top of the dome. Yeah, we're about to get it in. So this live stream, this live stream was based on a previous topic that I've done before. So basically, I always would hear guys say out in the YouTube spaces, no matter what sector, but in these spaces, I would hear people talk about this idea of she's not yours, it's just your turn. And of course, that's in regards to what they call the carousel, the C carousel. Um, Not going to really say too much beyond that, but y'all know what I'm talking about for those who know what I'm talking about. But yeah, in regards to a carousel, basically the way the lesser feminine likes to get around, merry-go-round, but she's not trying to be married though. Oh yeah, good to see you back once again, Brown Do Life. Yeah, check this out on the replay. I'm gonna try to really get this one good. Hopefully you enjoy the replay on this one. Good to see you once again though. Uh, but yeah, we definitely gonna get this one. Oh, you at church? Okay, yes, you have a blessed day as well, fam. All right, so we're gonna talk about a carousel because I mean I've been talking about a lot of this at my spiritual channel lately as well, just in regards to what they call the strange woman. I basically call her the strange female just because I make the difference between female and woman at my channel. So, with that said, though, I don't at this channel say that she's not yours, it's just your turn. I hear guys say that a lot out in these internet spaces, no matter what sector. But I don't say that she's not yours, it's just your turn. I say that it was always her turn and it's always on her terms. That's what I say. Because if you think about it, if it's her carousels, her riding on the seas, um, the cockadoodle doos, let's put it that way. The way she likes these guys to be standing up, be standing up like roosters. She likes to have a guy be like a rooster early in the morning, even if he kind of croaks a little bit. The Bible speaks about the rooster croaking early in the morning, and by then he said that Peter, you will you will say something on the lines like, "You don't know who I am," by the time the rooster croaks early in the morning. But yeah, in this case here with the carousel, you might as well say that when a guy lets his rooster croak, cock a doodle doo croak, uh, upon I guess being drained of energy with that lesser feminine, he'll act shady towards a lot of people that he knows, even that homeboy of his. Guys get so thirsty over just being around the feminine that they forget about their homeboys. Matter of fact, there are guys that kill over their homeboys. I mean, that kill their homeboys over that female. Yeah, we see this all the time. We see a lot of gang wars. If you look at a lot of these gangs that are out here on the streets, you'll be surprised. But a lot of these gang wars that are out on these streets right now are because one gang member was probably messing around with a female that's affiliated with a rival gang. I kid you not. So you mean to tell me all this bloodshed on the streets is over a female? But that's what it be like a lot of times. And of course, history has this happen as well. But I won't digress too much. But just to tie this in with beyond her carousel, let's go there. So I kind of gave y'all somewhat of an overview so far, just in regards to, yes, I don't say at this channel, she's not yours, it's just your turn. No, I don't say that she's not yours, it's just your turn like everybody else. I say that it's her turn and it's always on her terms. Because if you think about it, that's what the true carousel is all about. It's about her turn to ride on the carousel, to give these guys a ride. It was never your turn. You're the carousel that she rides. So a lot of guys need to just get this in their mind. Really, it's not even that it's just your turn. She's actually giving you a chance. She doesn't see you as an opportunity. She sees it as she's giving you a chance to be ridden by her. Yeah. Good riddance, be ridden, if you will. So uh bewitched. Yes, bewitched. That's for another topic though. Um keep this in mind though. Like I was recently at a carnival. So for those that see the thumbnail, you kind of get an idea of where I'm going with this beyond her carousel. One second. So basically, yeah, beyond her carousel is the carnival. And I'll try to break this down as smooth as I can, as only rayologyxm can do. So starting off, you see on the screen it says her celebration hasn't happened. Yes, like you see Ray in the middle of the word celebration, because I like to do wordplay with my name, you know. So in many ways, a lot of these gals won't know what true celebration is like until they get around Ray for that celebration. So therefore, her celebration hasn't happened. So when she's out here, even on these carousels and beyond her carousel at these carnivals, she's not truly celebrating like she thinks she is. Albeit, a lot of them, after living their best life, a lot of them start to go into being celibate when they should have been celebrating with Ray, things like that. So, but overall, if they haven't ran into Ray, what happens? Well, she's at this carnival around these carousels, and basically, in her mind, it's like this. She got on one ride, she saw one ride, she saw them all. Yes, she saw one ride. Basically, she saw them all. She got on one ride. You might as well say she got on all of them. She's seen it all. And that's how a lot of the lesser feminine think. They truly treat all these guys, all these different carousels, they kind of put them all together to make it kind of like their carnival, their type of festivities. I've always seen carnivals as like more of an extra curricular activity for the extroverts. So yes, an extracurricular activity for the extrovert. So this idea of the carousel is definitely for an extroverted type of a female. See, now with the introverted type of a female, I'm not dismissing that chick either. If she's very promiscuous herself, she does something a little different. And I'm going to talk about that down the road because she deals with multiple guys different than the extroverted chick. The extroverted chick has carousels at the carnival. The introverted chick does something a little different somewhere else different. We'll talk about that down the road, okay? So let's continue to keep going with this. You know, the best time to go to the carnival is at nighttime. The best time for her to ride on the carousels is at nighttime. Yeah, she might go during the day. She might go during the day. But it all depends. It depends on what she's doing during that day that she goes to that carnival, that she gets around a lot of multiple guys at a certain time of the day or night. So that's how we can define the carnival as. The carnival is basically a specific time of the day or night that she messes around with multiple men at the same time or during the same time period. What's good? Perfect timing. Good to see you in the building, family. Trying to break this down for them. You know, a lot of people not seeing the bigger picture of there's more to it than just her being on the carousel. She's at the carnival. One carousel ain't enough for her, right? One carousel ain't enough for a chick like that. So you got to think though, like um, she's looking at all these rides, all these guys. She's deciding which ride she wants to get on first. That's why she feels like she got options, right? So these guys during a certain time of the day or at the same time of the day, she's even picking out who she wants to ride all at the same time. Kind of like when dudes do pickup basketball games and you pick who you want on your team. Well, she does that too. Exactly. She's having a ball. You already know perfect timing. She having a ball. Yeah. So all her this idea of a lot of the lesser feminine still got the mindset of a teenager. Girls just want to have fun, right? So she still wants to have fun. Yeah, having plenty balls, right? Probably, probably the ones where she throw at the little stuffed animals, or the little target where the person falls into the pool. Oh, yeah. She likes to be in them pools too. Oh yeah, she's dunking all the donuts and the balls and all that stuff at the carnival, getting her funnel cakes too. You know, enjoying herself. She getting all her little corn dogs, hot dogs, and funnel cakes with the glazing all over her face. Let me stop. Get y'all mind out the gutter, okay? Oh, she getting lemonade too. Golden shower type of lemonade at the carnival. Let me stop. Let's go. Okay, but all these rides she's checking out, trying to decide which ride she's gonna get on first. And of course, like any good ride, any good carousel, they're gonna have the height. Now she might slightly feel offended about the height, but maybe she might respect it. There's certain rides that you can't get on depending on your size, your weight, or your height. Now, this type of chick probably wants to make things more catered to her, but at the same time, she's probably also just making sure that, okay, maybe that guy is a little too much for me, right? Chicks are getting wiser now. They want a guy that's like, when they talk about measurements, they go for a guy like, they don't mind a guy that's like a sixer. You don't know what a sixer is? 6 incher, okay? A lot of chicks realize they've been over exaggerating things, right? So when they at these carousels at the carnival, she's kind of getting smarter with her reality. Hey, what's good, cool gent? Good to see you once again. So she's getting smarter with her decision making. She's still up to no good. Well, she's just getting smarter with her decision making, making sure that she does things at a certain time of the day or a certain time of the night. Now, nobody gonna be at a carnival all day. Now, hey, we could do this, right? I can do another live stream beyond this. And if somebody wants to, go forth with this, what I'm about to say, feel free. Just don't forget about yours truly. Now, I've said that, these guys talking about the carousel. I broke that down. I went against popular opinion with my inverted perspective about the carousel, given that most guys say that she's not yours, it's just your turn. But I say that it's always her turn and it's always on her terms. Okay. And so going forward, I said, okay, beyond the carousel is the carnival, right? So I just broke down even more, right? Because I'm taking y'all to this idea of there's something bigger than the carousel, it's the carnival, right? And so now check this out. Beyond the carnival is actually the amusement park. Ooh, beyond the carnival is the amusement park. So if somebody wants to go forth with the amusement park, feel free. Just don't forget about yours truly. Because I know I might end up having to talk about this amusement park. Basically, it's like a carnival on steroids. To be honest with y'all, I say that in many ways. Hey, good to see you once again, Aquarius. Gotta have the ladies in the building. Gotta have the ladies in the building. Let's go. All right, so but if you think about it, if I could give y'all somewhat of a sneak peek of this amusement park talk, well, keep in mind that the rides at the carnival are cheaper than the ones at the amusement park. You know, the amusement park uses state-of-the-art rides. Mm. At the carnival, the rides tend to be a little cheaper. You know, quicker to put up assemble, right? The rides at the carnival are cheaper to assemble and disassemble. So these carousels at the carnivals are what easier and cheaper to assemble and disassemble. So like when she's trying to get her thrills, you know, doing these carousels at the carnival, um, don't be surprised if she's around more low tier guys. You know, a lot of dudes think that like when she's out there on the carousel, she's just wilding out with dudes that got a lot of money. That's not necessarily true. That's not necessarily true. A lot of times she likes to get cheap thrills. Why do you think they call it a cheap thrill? Because in essence, that's what a carnival is. It's just a cheap thrill. You're gonna pay more to get in that amusement park. For that, the carnival is a cheap thrill. However, they be finessing at the carnival though. I kid you not. Like the last carnival I went to, what it was like what $5 for an hour, something like that, right? But then for like 3 hours, right? There's no 1 to 2 hours. I mean, immediately it starts at $5 an hour. Then boom, you got to pay for the 3 hours. That goes from $5 to $35. Such a jump in price, right? But that's how it be. That's how it be. But see, this chick here, she don't care about that. She don't care about that jump in price. To be honest, when she's out there on the carousel like that, there's two things. Now, one can say, well, yeah, she's paying to get on those rides. But what if she already had money from somebody else and she just went to the rides to pay to get on? Like, what I mean by this is the way she'll get around guys is based on the fact that she's already had money from another guy. So she'll just use that money for the next guy that she wants to have the cheap thrill with. 1 second. See, if you think about it, y'all, if you think about it, what are two ways to pay to get on the ride at a carnival? Either cash or ticket. Sometimes it's token too, but most of the time at a carnival it's either cash or a ticket. Well, in this case, we're going to say um, it's either cash or trick it or ass or trick it, right? Yeah, but mainly it's the ticket that you switch to trick it. So a lot of these guys want to have her ride on the carousel at the carnival by basically tricking it to get her to ride on the carousel, the cheap thrill. For her, it's a cheap thrill because she got a lower tier guy to put out a lot of money for her. But that could also mean she had higher tier guys that put money in her pocket that she kept uh, to have fun around the lower tier guy. What I mean by this is that her money she using her money for herself. This money that she got from richer guys, she's using that money for herself during that time, right? We all know that. But she expects the lower tier guy to pay for her. See, both guys are paying for her. They're just paying for her differently. See, she'll try to settle down with the higher tier guy, aka the sugar daddy, eventually. That's how a lot of these modern females are thinking. They want to settle down with a sugar daddy in the future. But in the meantime, they still want to go play and have these cheap thrills. So the money that they're getting from the higher tier guy just to have in their pocket that the sugar daddy is giving her basically. She's using that during the time that she's around the lower tier guy that's putting out money for her. And the money that she's using it for is herself. She's not using that money for that dude. Now, there are cases that she could be using money for that dude, but it depends on the situation. He has to be just as thug enough and just as bad enough for her to want to be able to have this guy not only spend money on her, but she's also spending money on him. Most of the time, the lower tier guys that she gets around, they're not thuggish, ruggish to the bone enough for her to justify also spending her money on that lower tier guy. Like I said, it's cash or trick it for her to be able to enjoy these cheap thrill of rides, these carousels at the Carnival. So that's a lot to explain in just a short period of time, and it might seem very complicated with people, but that's pretty much how it goes in regards to her mindset of thinking beyond the carousel. Like for her as a carnival, and like I just defined, what her carnival is basically a certain time of the day, like at a carnival, her certain time of the day where she enjoys all the carousel rides. Whether she enjoys the carousel rides all at the same time, or she enjoys those carousel rides within a certain time period. So basically, she might have carousel rides at that carnival. Like she'll have like Todd here, Johnny there, Tyrone here, Malik there, within like a 4 to 6 hour period. But at the same time, who knows? She might have all those guys to fool around with at the same time within that 4 to 6 hour period, aka a train. Or she may make sure that maybe these guys don't last less than a 4 to 6 hour period if they're messing around with her at the same time. But she's going to allot that 4 to 6 hour period of the day just to make sure she's available for all those guys to enjoy her. She wants to enjoy all those guys at the same time. We're seeing a lot more females being more open to this idea of being ran through at the same time, like by multiple guys, like this train, this AKA corner. You know, it's more of a carnival than a train, meaning that um what I mean by even these guys being around her at the same time, it's not necessarily like a train like some guys would allude to. Like it's just literally like a ride. She might have where they might go to a certain place and there might be a guy in different rooms or guys are waiting on her. Like one guy go in the room, mess with her, boom, he walks out. Another guy goes in that room, mess with her, boom, he walks out. But all of them around each other. All those guys know each other. So she's just enjoying those different rides. Now there might be some type of way, like, and a lot of rich people talk about this. Sometimes they rent out hotels. The whole hotel, they'll rent the whole hotel. Nobody staying there, just the rich folk. And each room has a theme. Each hotel room will have a theme. So in this female case, let's say this female was able to do that. These females are starting to make a lot of money now. Okay, so she might have a theme to her. She might have a guy in each room, and each guy brings a different theme, and she messes around with all these different guys within that time period, depending on the theme. She might want one guy to look like a firefighter, another guy to look like a police officer. You never know. Gals got these fantasies, man. It's crazy. So that's why, like a lot of the lesser feminine, they do be having like work husbands, and they'll have a guy over here, have a guy over there. They'll have the plumber, they'll have the milkman, you name it. Like all part of her carnival, in some way or another, whether they are like at this hotel that they're doing stuff with this chick at, or she just has guys on her roster that she has come around here and there, during a certain time period. Because why? She want to keep her stuff low key. She don't want everybody to be too much in her business. Aquarius said, females ride the cheap thrill carousel, but she's going to wake up when it's too late to get a decent quality man for her marriage. Right, exactly. That's true. That's true. After all the rides are done with, after all that said and fun, she's been in La La Land for so long. She has no real true reality about what life is because she's been always wanting to be on the merry-go-rounds. She didn't want to get married. Okay? You said Aquarius. Females having fun but not realizing the decent quality man got the gun. They don't want her. Yeah. They won't want her. Yeah, exactly. I know what you mean by the gun. I know what you mean by the gun. Facts, facts, facts. Yeah, because the flip side of kind of going back to what the theme is of my name, her celebration hasn't happened. Okay, the flip side of any carnival is actually a celebration. A carnival is actually part of how one likes to party. Okay, but a celebration is actually how one wants to appreciate their life versus the party. So that's kind of what that's about. Why I prefer celebrations over parties. Parties cool, but that's for the kids, right? And aren't carnivals technically designed for the kids? They got petting areas where they pet goats You know, all these guys around here talking about goats, right? Well, they got petting areas for goats and donkeys and llamas and all that, you know, depending on if it's like a fairground, okay? So another way to define the carnival is a fairground. So let's put it this way. In her mindset, she likes fairground. She likes it to be fair. Like she's unfair towards guys, but they have to be fair with her. That's how she looks at it, right? No accountability, no true responsibility, just more or less her saying that, hey, y'all want to get around me, y'all got to make me what? A priority. Crazy, right? You said Aquarius, oh, you give me that 100, 100. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But uh but like I said, aren't these rides technically for kids, for the younger ones? I mean, you'll have some adults getting on them, but most adults just kind of walking around enjoying the scenery, I guess, and watching their kids go off to jump on those rides. And most of the time, you know, most of those rides at the carnival aren't even suited for children under a certain age. You got to think, even though it's a cheap thrill, cheaper than an amusement park, you got to keep in mind those rides are cheap build equality, cheap build quality. Yes, they're cheap build quality because carnivals are mobile. Uh, how can I put this? It's basically like a mobile version of what an amusement park could be like. Not to say it's technically an amusement park, but a carnival is like a mobile type of place that is set up at a fairground. Okay, so literally all those rides y'all see, they all can fit onto trailers of semis to be pulled off. Okay, so that's why when y'all see those semis coming down the highway with what appears to be like pieces from a carnival, well, that's exactly what you see. That's what those pieces are. You know, cheap build quality, but they're not suitable for children under a certain age. They're suited for just that certain age of child that's a certain age up till like the tweens, the teens, if you will, those ages. But then like around 21, 25, 26, you know, you kind of grow out of doing stuff like that at the carnival unless you just want to what? Go and get a cheap thrill. Why? Because you ain't probably got nothing else to do that day. So keep in mind with the lesser feminine, a lot of them are like that. They just like to get around certain guys if they ain't got nothing else to do during the day. So that's not to even say, fellas, she even likes you like that. She might not even like you like that, but she don't mind you around her at that moment just because she feeling some type of way. And that's really kind of like why some people do go to carnivals. Like a carnival is like the type of place you're not just gonna go to on a regular basis. You got to go to it when you really feel like going to it, and you trying to get a cheap thrill, right? You said you said Aquarius. Females are playing checkers, not chess, when they are on the carousel. Exactly. They're thinking about the right ride they need to be on. You know, that's really kind of it. The right rides they want to be on and that they want to be around. So a lot of times guys be like, why she not messing with me? Well, you're just not a cheap thrill or you're not rough and rugged enough. And hey, it's actually not a bad thing that she doesn't accept you. You got to think of the ride quality, the ride quality. Ooh, I said the ride quality. The ride is rough on those cheaper type of rides. But she what? She likes it rough. She's a rough rider. But that's not to say anything's bad with you, sir. It's not to say anything's bad with you. That's just how she looks at it. That's how she likes to live. But as Aquarius said, you know, you know, females having fun, not realizing a decent quality man got the gun. You know, he got the real ride for her, and he not going to accept her. He don't want to accept her, right? So, um, the chicks want that ride. They the ride quality. You're just not rough enough for her. You're not cheap enough for her. What do I mean by you're not cheap enough for her? Uh, you got too much of a standard for her. She don't want guys that constantly try to be a certain way and try to have her be set to a certain standard. Okay, she might think you the nicest looking guy she ever been around. She might be like, man, he is a fine, decent man. That gentleman, he's a real gentleman. But I can't see myself settling down with him because he's just too much, too smooth, too much like I'm a little rough, okay? I don't. It's just I'm a little rough. So she likes those little rough rides. Y'all hear those carnival rides when they be, you know, in operation. They be having that. Everybody's still having fun. All the little kids screaming. They having fun, but the ride quality of that carnival ride got, a little rusty. Y'all can hear the U joints and the bolts on those carnival rides. Y'all know that those rides are cheap. Come on now. You said Aquarius once again. You said females think they are winning because they might be getting money with multiple men, but don't plan on getting married. Exactly. She wants to be on that merry-go-round without getting married. Yeah. She wants to be on that merry-go-round without being married. So that's a good slogan. That's a good slogan for not only the carousel, but the carnival. Just trying to rhyme. She wants to be on the merry-go-round instead of being married. Hey, much blessings to you, Deliberate. Good to see you up in the building once again. Yeah, we going in on this one. 31 minutes in. This live stream might not be that long. We'll see. You said Aquarius true because rejection is protection with these corrupted females. Right. So they rather feel like, hey, I'm at this carnival just minding my business. I'm living my life too. Don't worry about how I live my life. I'm having fun. You might not like the way I have fun, but I feel like it's fun. They think like that, okay? And that's kind of true. Like when you at the carnival, like those rides are cheap, man. Y'all know those rides are like that, but it's fun. It's something for you to do, especially at nighttime. Especially you ain't got nowhere else to go, right? But here's the catch. Here's the catch, y'all. Y'all ready for this? Okay. So where I was at a fairground once again. She likes to have the carnival on fairground. Keep that in mind. But yeah, I was at a fairground not too long ago, and I was at a carnival, and I noticed I was trying to see are there any 304s out here at the fairground. I was looking, I'm like, where are the 304s at? I didn't see no 304 at the carnival. I kid you not, you know. And so that made me think, like, wow, in reality, like given how I'm talking about this, most 304s do not want to be seen at a carnival. So, like I said, certain times of the day, like I was at that carnival during the day, but maybe the 304s, they come out at night to that carnival. I never went back to that carnival at nighttime to really see if I was correct about that. But like I said, I did not see no 304s during the day at that carnival during the time that I went, which was during the day. They probably were there at night though, but not during the day. And I guess so be it. Like, cause maybe that's how a lot of them would roll like that. Like they're doing things during the day, they making all their phone calls, trying to find these babysitters, trying to, take care of the bills that they're behind on, trying to get food, trying to deal with child support, no pun intended, in and out of court, in and out of jail, who knows. But she got some time at night though. That carnival's still open. Oh girl, we gonna go. So like with guys too, she like, well, I got a lot going on during the day, but what you doing later on? hey, hey, the 304s come back with that all the time, right? What you doing later on? They good with that question. What you doing later on? That's like code word to a dude that's into a chick like that. Like, oh man, I think I might be able to smash. You might, you might, but just keep in mind you're not the only one. You're not the only one. You're not the only one, right? So that's that. She gonna have her whole night cut out for her. Like to be honest, if at nighttime, if homeboy ended up having her at his place or vice versa, you at her place for the rest of the night, that's because you're the last guy that she got with during that day. You happen to look out on her after she was already tired for the most part. You just getting her for the rest of the day. She tired, but I guess if anything, maybe she likes you in particular versus the other guys because oh, with this guy, I know he can cuddle me good. Like I like actually going to bed at night with him. During the day, I like being with Day Day, but during the night, I like being around Ray Ray. So yeah, things like that. So that's how that goes. Unfortunately, with the 304, a lot of guys not realizing that you're just her stop along the way at that carnival during that time of the day. She's already probably been around several other guys. A lot of times you be talking to her on the phone and you be like, so what you been up to? Oh, I did this. I had to make this run. I had to go to the store. I had to wash the clothes. I had to take care of the kids. I had to do this. I had to get food. I had to go see my mom and them. Man, look, some dude taking her. Some dude giving her a ride. And that's probably who she was with. She was just lying. But that's what she's doing. She making some runs. Okay? And don't let you catch her when you call her and her voice sound funny because homeboy blowing her back out in the background and you like, are you okay? Oh yeah, I'm fine. But her voice is slightly altered because of her sexual altercation that's taking place at that moment. Right. Hey, you disturbing her time at the carnival right now, man. She trying to get back to the carnival. You call her, you disturbing her time. But maybe like she likes you, so she just like, hey, I'm gonna hit you up later. Click. And then dude so thirsty, he like, oh, that's homeboy. While he blowing her back out, he probably ask her, is that homeboy? She like, yeah. Well, it's my time right now. You know, you ride me right now. Like the mentality of guys is crazy. Dudes are not getting to the phone of where if the chick's getting her back blown out, she'll hand the phone off to the homeboy, and the homeboy talk to the other homeboy like, "Yo, well, she busy right now, and you can have her later, but she busy right now." So that's what's going on, man. The carnival. It's not just the carousel. See, a lot of guys think like some guys think like with their mindset of carousel, like she's just hopping off one guy to the next. Now that is true to a certain extent, but no, in this case of what I'm talking about merely just the fact that like she's multitasking with guys right now. they they she's got her options right now, right? So after she's done with this guy, she's gonna go right away and see the other guy. Now, when I say hop off from one guy to the next, I mean in context of a relationship. You have chicks that quickly bounce from one relationship to the next. Like I said, I don't want to give too much away to y'all. Like I said, I'm gonna talk about a lot of this later on. All right. you said uh you said Aquarius. Male trying to get some play and female most likely give him some play. Yeah, yeah. Oh, let me repeat that again. You said male trying to get some play and female most likely trying to give him some play. Exactly. Exactly. You said also Aquarius. Females wanting pain during sex because they think it's pleasure. It's really disturbing. Yeah, and of course, you're gonna get more of that pain. The cheaper the ride, the more pain that can occur. So to be honest, when you have guys that think a certain way, she's going to expect a certain. She better expect a certain result. Okay, she better expect a certain result because she's around a guy that thinks a certain way already. But in her mind, she just thinks that she's having fun. She thinks that she's having fun. So it don't even matter to her as long as it ain't like what she would think is life threatening. Okay, it could be death defying, but not life threatening, right? She'll still do it. So she likes to actually get around a lot of guys that make her feel death defying, as long as they're not life threatening. Chicks all the time talk about when they're around these guys that they have a safe word during sex. They have safe words that they use. Just when, it's too much or it hurts. Ow, ow, ow. She might not necessarily say ow, but there's a safe word that females use when she's around multiple guys or with one guy at a time during that certain time of the day. She'll have a safe word that she'll use. And maybe all these guys actually know what that safe word is with her. So that, okay, I don't want to mess you up too much. You got to get on to the next guy and all that stuff. I ain't trying to mess up your day. Literally, that's how Guys rock with that stuff. A lot of guys don't mind being a side dude nowadays. I've talked about side chick a lot at this channel, but there's a lot of guys out here who do not mind being a side dude. And that actually is what funds the carnival. That's what makes her ground so fair at that fairground. Because you got guys that make sure she has the equipment. Yes, the equipment, the penal equipment. You know, a lot of times chicks just think guys are so quick to whip that thing out sexual. So she just makes sure that she's around enough guys that got the equipment available, not just available equipment, but got the right equipment. You know, a certain size equipment, the right carousel type. You know, some chicks do want the challenge though. They want to go for the bigger carousel ride at that carnival. But then some like, nah, he just has to have it available. It ain't gotta be the biggest equipment. It just has to be available when I want it available. See? But that's how that goes. You said also Aquarius. Females into machoism where they love pain as pleasure. And that's where the M aspect of the BDSM comes from. It's that's my machism. Machism. I can't even pronounce it. So that lets you know I'm not even about BDSM at this channel, right? I do some total opposite of that. I do the BDXM, that 50 Shades of Ray. That part. You said deliberate. Wow. Yeah, I know, right? Hey, that's the deeper rabbit hole. That's what I'm about. I represent the Rabbit Hole Special Forces unit, and I'm always looking for recruits. So, yeah, beyond the carousel is the carnival. And as I'll talk about later, beyond the carnival is the amusement park. Uh, this definitely goes deep. Uh, yeah, this live stream won't be too long. I'm gonna be doing another double header probably here in the next few. I'm gonna take a little break, get right back with y'all, but I'm gonna check out some more comments. I see Venom up in the building. What up, fam? Good to see you once again. Yeah, we definitely going in, man. Beyond the carousel is the carnival. And of course, for those that saw the thumbnail, y'all saw in big bold letters and color white. Next. Next. So watch out for the chick that's hard to keep up with, because she'll even say, I'm hard to keep up with. Don't even try to catch up to me. Well, you at the carnival. It's gonna be hard to catch you at the carnival. You out and about. And so what? You might have dudes even try to look for her while she's what? At the carnival. So guys be careful, gals be careful. Because I say guys be careful because you know what I'm saying? You trying to look for her at the carnival, but what if she's at a carnival with savages? Those rides, those cheap thrill rides are pretty savage, right? Yo, hey man, you might just want to let her do her, and you go ahead and move along with your life, man. And you deserve better than that, sir. You know that chick, she's up to no good. Let her continue on with her wee, right? Her wee. Let her have fun. Let her think she's having fun. Keep it moving, man. But with you gals, y'all need to be careful too, though, because kind of like what uh, and I'm not gonna even say the rapper's name, but there was a recent rapper who got shot and murdered, I guess if you will, shot and killed. I'm gonna say shot and killed. I don't know if it was necessarily murder, but a rapper got shot down when he was at a chick's apartment down in Atlanta, right? And he was messing with it, but he didn't know that I guess she had a estranged boyfriend or husband. And that dude came looking for her, like, yo, you with this dude? And so I guess the rapper tried to put up a fight against that dude, and that dude pulled out a gun and shot him down. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies, be careful, because what if he not only comes looking for you and finds him and shoots him, what if he also shoots you for messing around with him? Not every guy is going to just be classy and walk away from you when he sees you messing around with a guy or multiple guys. No, he might just come and air that place out, or like they say, or like they would probably say from New York, he gonna air that place out. That ass, he gonna air it out with the Blixie. He gonna air it out. You know what I mean? So That's that. You said Aquarius. Yes, the males are a mess too, wanting to be side dudes, and some don't care if she's a married female either, because they just want to play with her and play in her. Exactly, because they just like, yo, I'm glad that she just coming to ride. Like it's like the people that do be operating those rides. A lot of times it be hot summer days, and they be having that milk, Gatorade, whatever, lemonade, you name it. And they just waiting on people to get on the ride, man. Because like partially you paying for the cash or ticket or trick it, you know what I'm saying? Trinket to get on their ride is putting money in their pocket, man. So like the ride operators be appreciative when you actually want to get on a ride. So guys are like that too. Even though they side dudes, they be like, man, at least she wants to get on my ride. So I'm like, bro, you can't even get out here and get a woman of your own. You that messed up that you had to go after somebody else's woman. I don't care if she came to you. Quit being thirsty. Get a woman of your own, bro. Get a woman of your own. But you have it so bad at getting a woman that you have to go after somebody else's woman. Wow. You said deliberate. They got to top out that the safe word. Yeah, 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 yeah. They like WWE. Yeah, they got to tap out. They got to tap out. Right, right, right. One, two, three. Ding, 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 ding. Yep, exactly. Perfect timing. Next. So yeah, on to the next one. She gets done with that ride, man. She on to the next one now. Depending on the way that ride is, no matter how raggedy it is or not, you know she gonna get off of that ride a little dizzy, huh? She gonna get off that ride a little dizzy. She gonna need a little bit of time. So oftentimes, fellas, depending on who you are and where you at, and you get around a lesser feminine, don't be fooled when she talking about she just got done running or walking or doing a workout. She was doing a workout all right, and she call you. You talk to her. She kind of sound out of breath, like, "Hey, hey, let me call you back. I just got done. I just came back from the gym." Oh yeah, she was with Jim. She didn't come back from the gym. She was with Jim. Let's go. She was with Slim Jim. You know, Pookie and Ray Ray, but this homeboy just call him Slim Jim. Big Slim, Slim Jim, right? Probably was a former basketball player. At least 6'9", 6'8". Heck, she'll even mess with a dude that's 5'8". It don't matter, man. All that height, it depends, man. A lot of it is irrelevant. She's for the cheap thrill. Remember, it ain't really about a guy's proportions. It's about her satisfaction. Okay. If that ride is something for her to do a FaceTime about, a selfie about, something on social media that she can pop off and say, look at me, I'm doing me, I'm having fun, y'all. She gonna do it. It don't matter to her. And it don't matter what color she is, because all ethnicities of chicks be doing this when they are the lesser feminine. A lot of these girls want to have fun. Look at these different apps, man. I'll be seeing chicks on their profiles. They be on there all night. I mean, 24 hours straight. There's a chick going live on her little profile app, depending on the app, the social app, and they be on there doing all kind of crazy, uncensored stuff just to get attention, getting dudes to trick off, so they can see more. OnlyFans ain't the only place. There's other apps too out there where guys can access these apps, and y'all can see these females live. And they be doing all types of stuff on that app just so you could cash out. So chicks of all colors be doing this. No matter where they at around the world, there's a lesser feminine out there into her female nature. One of that carnival, one that cotton candy. Okay, she ain't trying to hear no medicine right now for no man. She wants some cotton candy. She wants some funnel cake. She wants that corn dog. She wants that ride. Okay, and sometimes during the day, sometimes during the night. There might be one time where she might have been at that carnival all day and all night, but that was when she was younger. When she getting older now, she's like, I ain't got time to be here all day. I still like to have fun, but I cannot be at this carnival all day. But y'all better believe that I'm gonna enjoy my time while I'm here. I'm not gonna have no regrets. Notice a lot of these 304s love to talk about how they have no regrets, but they be regretting a lot, man. You can see about the way they live their life and the way they kind of let out who they really are when nobody's there when nobody's there for them, and when they realize it ain't as fun as it used to be anymore. Hopefully, this live made sense to some. Maybe this live did not make sense to others, but to the others that this live stream made sense to, make sure that you hit that like button, especially those listening to this on the replay. Okay, got someone new in the building. Okay, better than you. Okay, what's up? You said, excuse me, I'm a woman and can vouch for what you saying better. Very hold up. Excuse me, I'm a woman and can vouch for what you saying better. Very inaccurate. Okay. Never been a 304, by the way. Well, then, yeah, then of course you probably wouldn't understand what I'm talking about if you've never been a 304. So, uh, not sure if what you're saying about what I'm saying is inaccurate, but I think you probably wouldn't be able to relate to what I'm saying. Oh, you said typo. Okay, got you. So you said what I'm saying is accurate. Okay, much love to you, better than you. Okay, for sure. Okay, just I'm just trying to have an indifferent, open mind. You know what I'm saying? Oh, now you're saying that. Well, now actually, let's go here. So let me take that back. You are trying to throw a little shot. You said, sorry, I meant that you're inaccurate. And then you had said, okay, previously, never been a 304 before. So, okay. Uh, I feel like you're attracted to 304s. You don't know me like that. So you can't say what you feel. Like your feelings doesn't matter if you don't know me like that. Yeah. But no, I'm just, here talking about what's going on. And so, I mean, I hope you don't feel triggered by anything I've said. But no, I just, hey, it is what it is. It's the truth. A lot of times people say that I'm inaccurate. It accurately describes them. I'm not saying that's you, but yeah, I mean, hey, the truth needs to be put out there. It is what it is. You said Venom, WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, tagged, seeking Instagram, Twitter, only simps, the corner, LOL, all filled with tricks and pros. Right, right. Either the cash or the ticket to get on the ride. But yeah, if this channel is something that you really like, given the content, the live streams, whether uploads or live streams, definitely more in store. So make sure that you subscribe, share this live stream, as well as my other content, including what you see in my playlist, aka my archives. Just know that it consists of many different types of content, different playlists. And no offense, better than you. I'm not talking about you. You said not at all. I'm here for the conversation. But cool. Okay, cool. Well, like I said, I mean, for those listening to this on the replay, you'll check in the description section, different platforms that I'm on. You can also reach me by email. Also, those on the replay, you'll be able to see that you can email me. If you want to tip yours truly, that's also in the description section. And better than you, feel free. You can also email me. Anybody can email me, rayologyxm@gmail.com, as long as you're not a hater. Okay. So, and I bring this up again because I know back in the day, and like I said, nothing against you, better than you, but a lot of times when people want to be an antagonist, back in the days, it used to be gals. What it used to be like a faceless profile of what one would think was a dude, but it was actually a female. Nowadays, it's faceless profiles of what people would perceive as a female, but it's actually a dude. I'm just saying. So much has changed. Well, like I said, no offense, better than you, no pun intended. I'm just saying, like I'm noticing that trend nowadays of where we do have a lot of faceless profiles and avatars where back in the days it was females disguised as guys. Now it's guys disguised as females with these faceless profiles. But yeah, out here in these spaces though, we just got to continue to shed more light on this type of topic because it's bigger than what one thinks as far as the mindset of the lesser feminine. Okay, I've always said that in many ways The greater feminine, notice, the greater feminine, not the less feminine, the greater feminine is agreeable, not disagreeable. Keep that in mind. Venom said, or a Decepticon, right? Uh-oh, that part. Yeah, so make sure y'all hit that notification bell so that you can get all my uploads and live streams in real time. Given the date of this live stream, yours truly been busy, but I'm gonna start getting back into doing a lot more uploads than I've been than lately. Like you said, oh wow, I'm new to all this. Hey, it's a crazy world out here in this internet space. So, I mean, hopefully if you're here to support me, you landed at the right channel because I'm all about trying to stay away from all that crazy stuff that's out there in these spaces. I'm not affiliated with any sector, any space. Why you think I wear the astronaut suit? Not just me being um outer space. I'm out of that space, out of this space. Like that's me. So, hopefully to see you many more times to come, better than you. Uh, but just know, not sure if you think I'm inaccurate about this, but like I said, her celebration hasn't happened. Until then, she's just going to carnivals and trying to get on every carousel that's there. And once she's seen one carousel, she's seen them all. So the funny thing is, when she tries to be the way, she tries to be that way around a guy that's not wired to be her carousel, but she tries to apply the same mentality. Like it doesn't work. And she gets mad because it doesn't work. She gets mad when she can't get her way like she's normally used to getting her way. Of just trying to treat a lot of guys like a carousel, like when she asks that little infamous line, so what you doing later on? Like, dang, I'm like, who are you doing later on? Asking me what I'm doing. Who are you doing later on? How about that? Okay. It's only going to get better out here, y'all. No matter what it looks like out there, no matter how many of these carnivals that we see, no matter how many of these carousels that we see. Hey, these carousels break down. These rides at these carnivals do break down, do they not? These cheap rides. And there's a big risk. And they don't sign papers. There's no contract for these cheap rides. You chose to go to that carnival, you got to accept the consequence of if you fall off of that ride or if that ride breaks down on you while you're on that ride. Ladies, you in for a cheap thrill. You might be around a dude that's into taking all kinds of drugs and doing all kind of crazy things. And maybe the ride is a little rinky dinky and rough the way that you like it, but there's a lot of consequence you're gonna have to pay out of that. And you know it, but you're just hoping that day don't catch you. But there's always a time in the day. Okay. They say every dog has his day. Well, guess what? Every every bee has her day. How about that? Okay. Because a real woman is not trying to be like a bee. You know what I'm saying? The B word. She's not trying to be like that. A real woman ain't trying to be like that. I can say this though. A real woman ain't trying to be bitchy. She ain't trying to be bitchy. Okay. A real woman does not try to be bitchy. But a typical female is always trying to be bitchy. And so, every chick like that will have her day. That day when she goes to that carnival and realize that carnival is not going her way. That carousel that she's riding on is not going her way. She's not even getting her way with that carousel. That carousel eventually is not going to be able to function and operate like it normally does. Like that guy, he just ain't going to be around like you normally thought he would be coming around you, sweetie. Whether he decides to wisen up or he's just too drained. So now you got to look elsewhere as the parasitic person that you are. You got to move on because only parasites move on, okay? Only parasites move on. So keep that in mind, y'all. When people out here always talk about moving on, okay, moving on is only what a parasite do. If you got hurt from that parasitic person, you technically don't move on. You have to move along. So if you haven't been the parasite, you move along. Only parasites move on. Okay. And so, yes, who knows? The carnival, we can kind of look at it, as I said earlier, not only as a extracurricular activity for the extrovert, it's a very parasitic activity too. Because what else are you doing with your time besides going on these rides? Just to have fun. Okay. And that's all she sees you as. She only sees you as somebody that she wants to have fun with. She doesn't see you as somebody that she wants to have a purpose with, spend the rest of her life with. But yeah, I'll see y'all on the next one. Hope y'all enjoy yourselves today. Stay cool. Thanks a million for stopping by. Much love to y'all. All right now.